a little town, such a quiet village. Okay, maybe not this one. It's 1858, and this small town in France is anything but quiet. The people are in an uproar. They're shouting at each other in the streets, clearly divided. And they call out to the mayor, "Do something!" What has these people so angry? So divided? A 14-year-old girl. You see, this girl, Bernadette, she has seen visions of a beautiful young woman out by the muddy grotto. Well, it's not so muddy now. Bernadette drank and washed in the muddy puddle and then ate some plants. The next day, there was a spring of clear water there with healing powers. Now, Bernadette is claiming the woman who calls herself the Immaculate Conception wants a chapel built at the grotto. Well, word got out, and now thousands of people are flocking to their tiny town. Many of the residents are furious. They don't believe Bernadette. They think she's crazy and should be thrown into a mental asylum. The mayor barricaded and put guards around the grotto, and he's fining anyone for kneeling there or even talking about the grotto. It's not working. Bernadette and the people who believe her and don't think she's crazy just keep coming. Meet Saint Bernadette, a teenage girl born to a miller's family who lived in poverty. She saw her first vision while she was out gathering firewood. Our Lady of Lourdes, or the Immaculate Conception, as she called herself, appeared to Bernadette 18 times. Bernadette was ridiculed by her neighbors, questioned extensively by authorities, banished from the grotto not only by the mayor, but by her own parents, and was inundated by the crowds of people who wanted to know this future saint or wanted healing. Her health was weak, though, and she didn't like the attention. She moved away to join and work for a hospice, where she died at the age of 35 of tuberculosis while praying the rosary. Today, over 130 years later, her body remains miraculously preserved. This young, poor girl divided an entire town with just the truth. Many people rallied around her, defended her, and wanted her attention. Many people hated her, wanted her out of town, locked up. She didn't back down. She didn't take it back. She didn't cave to the pressures of her neighbors and peers, or even her embarrassed parents. She faced the ridicule by telling the truth, trusting the Immaculate Conception, a term she did not understand, by the way, and trusting the Lord at Lourdes. Yeah, okay, we got that out of the way. A chapel now sits at the grotto, and the spring still runs. The church has verified almost 70 healings from the water there, but many more than that have been reported. We live in a divisive world. These extreme differences in opinion have caused wars, riots, Congress. Because of this, being divisive is frowned upon. I find in most situations, it probably should be. It prevents us from hearing others' points of views, and we become so set in our ways, our side, that nothing gets done. Nothing improves. With that said, sometimes the truth can be divisive. But we should never cower away from the truth just because we might be labeled divisive. When we speak God's truth, which, by the way, is the only truth, we might just offend someone. But that's better than offending God. After all, what's the worst thing that could happen? They unfriend us on Facebook? Alternatively, what's the best thing that could happen? That's right. One more step towards sainthood, and who knows, maybe you'll bring a few people with you. Bernadette understood this. She didn't care what the townspeople said or thought about her. She knew the truth. I personally know a lot of people who aren't willing to keep quiet about the Lord and how much He loves us, no matter how much that message might cause ridicule in this secular society. I applaud you. Keep strong. Keep speaking the truth. And the truth is that it helps my channel when you subscribe to it or like and share this video. If you don't, it means you're not on my side and you're just being extremely divisive, which in this case is bad. Saint Bernadette, pray for us. A little town. Don't sing. Don't sing.